Welcome to Le Mans, a 24-hour race that is dangerous, brutal and unforgiving. But that's not only for the teams, but also for the fans themselves, as they had to go through harsh sleeping conditions, tiredness and many other problems. But I'm going to go there and see what the experience is like, and to see if it's worth it through the highs. Oh my god! And also the many lows. So let's go. We packed our bags, said, and got on our way. So I'm going to be doing this trip with my dad because we've always wanted to watch a motorsport race together. And now the dream is finally coming true. We have an 8-hour drive ahead of us. We're going to be taking a ferry to France and then we're going to drive to Le Mans from there. Whoever spots the best car chooses who we're supporting for Le Mans. And with our first challenge set, we didn't realise how many cars would be waiting for us at the port. Oh my god. We did see countless Ferraris, McLarens and Porsches to name a few. That is sick. They're worth like $500,000 each and there's 3 of them. Sick M3. Oh my god. Oh my god. It was around 10 PM right now, so we loaded up onto the ferry, climbed a bunch of stairs and entered our room.
Where are you sleeping tonight? What?
Just joking, they had more beds. Dad, should we do a room tour?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, so first we've got this little mirror here, little TV.
Has it got a shower?
Running water, mirror, and a toilet. I know you won't believe this, but it's actually a real window, isn't it, Dad? Oh, can you feel the breeze?
Yeah.
Feel the breeze. We went for a little walk outside, which was creepy to say the least. So we've now just arrived in France. The view is pretty sick and we're going to be getting into the van going straight to Le Mans now. Okay, so somehow we found ourselves in a bakery. 9 out of 10. Le Mans. We saw a cheeky little hurricane and got to the village. They modified it all up. Oh! Civic EG! Yo. These are clean, look at that. It's like 1 in every 5 cars is really cool. That's such a cool thing about it. Oh, Aston.
Turn right, then you will arrive at your destination.
Oh, thank God for that.
And eventually we got to the campsite bit. Carnage next to that 458. And proceeded to our tent spot. Oh shit. So as soon as we got to the campsite, we decided to leave because we were going to be going to the driver's parade right now. And it's like a half-an-hour bike ride, so we've got our bikes. And that's why we bought our bikes, so we can go to places so much easier. And so now we're going to try and head to the driver's parade, which is in the city centre. Now here by the parade, and we need to try and get a view above all these people. And to say it was busy was a complete understatement. And I also managed to get a Toyota GR sticker stuck on the back of my phone. And this guy even somehow managed to walk into a pole. We found a spot, but as soon as we got there, we had to go back because we had a special call from the pit lane. So we somehow managed to be invited to go to the pit lanes. So we're going to go in there and look at the Ford Mustang stand. This is the main entrance of Le Mans. That's the museum over there. Oh, that's the Dunlop chicane. That's just the top of it. It was really cool as well because to get onto the pit lane, you had to go onto the track, and that was such a cool experience. But they're also on the track right now. So in any second, we're going to get run over. Oh wow. There's like the timing places. It's so lively in here though. Still need to find the Mustangs. Okay, Ford now. Look at all the parts scattered around. It's like a Lego piece. And so now we were just waiting around to be ready for the people that would let us into the pit bay to see the Ford Mustang. So I think now's the appropriate time to show you the challenges for this video. So the goals are to go into the pit lane, which we can tick off, go onto the Ferris wheel, see the racing at night, watch the podium celebrations and see the cars close up. But anyway, now we're just getting let into the Mustang pit bay.
Cheers, dude. Be careful of the people moving about.
And this is my first time being close to such a cool car, especially a GT3 Mustang. So already that's another goal ticked off the list. 3 more to go. You can't get any closer than this. Look how close I am. That's my hand. How sick this is. There's 2 of them. Oh my god.
Should we go around the back?
It's just crazy to see the really intricate details on the car that you won't be able to see anywhere else. Look where we are. We're in the back. Look where we are. The is just insane. If you don't move it, you don't have it, kind of thing. No. Okay, yeah.
Listen to New York. Sitting in the car, listening to blind， 周边每个角落，只有你和我，不需要多说，笑得那么快乐。我该说些什么？ It's you and me, fall in love with our Eastern.
What the hell? I thought that was a genuine song, not just a knockoff one. I'm so sorry. But anyway, I can give you some commentary. What's one Ferrari add two Ferrari? It's two Ferrari 296s. These are part of the Visa AF course team. Here's a Mercedes AMGs, which are nicknamed the Silver Arrows. We're already at the end of the grid. This is the BMW Hypercar, one of the two of them. This is so nice. And here's a picture of a bunch of people. It just shows you how many people actually flock to Le Mans every year. Okay, so now we're back at the campsite and it started to rain a little bit more. But it wasn't just the rain, it was also this. I sat down and ate pot noodles. Sorry, I realised you probably couldn't hear me. I said I sat down, ate pot noodles and contemplated my life decisions. We decided to leave the group of Santa's little helpers behind and go for a bike ride to explore the campsite. God, it's huge. I thought it was tiny. We're in the middle of all the action. Now we're going to go look around the campsite, see what there is, and maybe see some cool cars. Nice little R8. And instantly, it's so much more peaceful. I forgot what quietness sounded like. It was kind of just nice to see lots of cool cars around the campsite, and people just generally having a good time. This guy's definitely not getting his car scratched. That's one way to protect yourself, I guess. Nice AMG as well. Go house. Oh my god, look where we are. And somehow we stumbled upon the Porsche curves. Imagine this in the night. This is like the pro spot. That's so cool. It's gonna be amazing tomorrow. Oh my god, look at that. It's like a sea of caravans and stuff. There's a lime green GT3 RS over there. But when we came back, everything we tried to get away from was still there. So just to get away from it all, we just left. And we got into the section of right in the back, right in the corner of the campsite. And now look how far that is. It's day 3 already and we found ourselves in another bakery, or boulangerie in French. Ham and cheese sandwich, also known as jambon et fromage. We then decided it'd be best to walk into the track, as this is the first day that Le Mans is started. These things are cool, but I have no idea what they are. They're like small LMP2 cars, don't they? Oh my god. 1999, Le Mans winner. No roof is mental. Oh my god. Yeah. And somehow we even managed to see an F40 race car. Ford GT. Someone put that sticker on it. Corvette. There's a Genesis. It looks like a square. Like a Minecraft block. 1992. This one's really cool as well. This is a PlayStation one. Oh wow. Lexus LFA. More than just a normal one. It's like the generation after is what I drive. Oh, that's so nice. Dad. Oh my god. That was sick. That makes your whole body vibrate. Oh my god, so loud. Almost as loud as the geezers last night. We looked at some of the cars.
So loud.
It can feel like my soul. And then we tried to proceed on to find some seats so you could watch the start of the race. Look, all I see is heads. Oh, wow. Had to zoom in. We did a weird little clappy thing for the marshals, which is like a thank you for them spending the next 24 hours in quite a brutal way. And then we managed to see on the TV screens what was happening. So to put it short, it was more of just like the race starting. And then we saw this guy singing and some more drivers quite nervous, as you would be.
I'm going BMW.
Oh, come on. Ferrari on top. Then BMW. Probably the most iconic view of Le Mans is the Dunlop bridge up there. And then before we even noticed it, right before the Le Mans start, I think they're coming up to start now. Here they come. Okay, they're coming. Yo. Cadillac first, then Porsche, then Cadillac. Ferrari is sick. With all the cars and all the people around us, the start of the race was mad. And literally like only a minute later, they're already coming around on their second lap. Here was the leading Porsches, and there was 2 of the gold Cadillacs right behind it. There was a number 5 Porsche, the 50 Ferrari, and the 15 BMW. And then the other BMW and another Cadillac behind. Here's the number 6 Porsche this time, and then the BMW again, and the 83 yellow Ferrari. Here's the Peugeots that I will admit look really good, and then the Astons, which sound incredible. That's the Aston that went into the pits really early. Here's a blue Alpine, and just listen to this Aston Martin and its sound. And now one of my favourite things about Le Mans is how they have 3 different classes. Here is a Group 3 class, which is essentially modified supercars, and the extremely underrated LMP2 class. We then decided to move because we wanted to see the race in as many different places as possible. This is such a better spot. We then decided to go back to the place where we first saw all the cars, but we were disrupted by some huge queues going onto the Dunlop Bridge. But once you got onto there, the sounds of the cars reverberated throughout the bridge. To this, it's a Porsche 963. The queues here were so long, but finally we managed to get to the first spot, and the cars here were crazy. I'm going to have to show the Aston again because it just sounds so incredible. It screams. So we've made it back to the campsite because we're going to go get some food, and you can hear all the cars. I'm not sure if the camera picks it up. We went on a little adventure to go get some food, and I didn't even realise, but these roads are stacked with cars. Ferrari 488. Those are brave wheels. F430 as well. That's really nice. 2025 plate Vantage. We're just driving down, and there's an Audi R8 and a Ferrari 430 Scuderia. Oh my god. Right, so we've just come back to the campsite because because we're gonna stay here now, recharge, and then come back in the night. What we're doing now is we're just eating food, and then we're gonna go back out. Right. Now I've got the bikes locked, we're now gonna go to the Ferris wheel and try and spot some of the cars on top of the Ferris wheel. What the hell? And that Ferris wheel is what we're going to be trying to go on in the sunset on the Ferris wheel. That's going to be so sick. I'm going to line up for the Ferris wheel now. I'm going to be on there in a second to basically see all of these cars that are going past. Like that. Oh my god, Dad! With the sunset, it's crazy. Oh yes, yes, look at this, look at this. Yeah. Sunset with this. There's the Aston. Look at that. Cars coming in. Look at that. That's fast. And you had the Ferraris, look at that. Loud bangs, that is so fast. There's the other one. And the third one should be not there, not there, somewhere over here. Already 3 out of 5 challenges, we're on a roll. So right after the Ferris wheel, we decided to go to that little mound down there to see some of the cars. And it seems like this was a great spot. And as it started setting to night, we decided to move around a little bit to try and see some of the different spots. We went on top of this paddock so we could see the cars flying past us on the straights. This was a nice area.
That Aston is something different.
We then went through the tunnel to get to the other side and played a game where we had to guess which car was going underneath the bridge.
See what we think of it.
That's a Cadillac.
Oh, it's the Aston, it's the Aston.
I didn't know that was.
So before we were watching just there, and then we crossed the bridge, and now we're watching at this new spot.
Mustang. This is so sick at night. It's so good. Like everything's illuminated as well. Oh my god. We've also got the radio right now, so it's probably really annoying. Let's go and see them break it. Let's see what it's like. Mustang. That's a brute. That's a brute there. And look at this. Silver Arrow Mercedes. That's also super loud. Followed by one of the Porsches. We're gonna get here. Version. What? Look at that. Look at this. At night as well. It's like a whole nother level.
And then out of nowhere, a massive firework display just happened.
Yo, look at that!
Oh, it's midnight.
Is it midnight? Is that it?
Maybe. Right. It's coincident, right?
Yeah. 3 minutes past midnight and that happens.
This is in the comments what that means.
Yeah, exactly. You heard him. Yo. Even the marshal's enjoying it.
And I didn't even realise, but these fireworks went on for ages. And to top it all off, there was even a drone show as well, which showed a rain cloud. I don't know why, because it wasn't raining. And then right after came even more fireworks. This is over 5 minutes straight of just fireworks, with some crazy budget. Then was next a little raindrop made out of the drones. And then yet again, even more fireworks. And then we saw the beautiful Circuit de la Sarthe, which is the circuit we're racing on. And then way more fireworks. Who's paying for all this?
Yeah, why is it just the Ferrari? That's sick. Look at that. Hundreds of fireworks.
And then next was a spinning wheel made out of some drones, and then this huge fireworks display. Why watch your New Year's fireworks when you can watch that? And then the drones created what seemed to be a sun setting behind the horizon, maybe to do with how these fireworks came on at midnight. And no, we're not done. Then there were these huge fireworks. These look like Christmas lights. This is by far the best firework display I've ever seen. There's such a variety of them as well. The drones then created this special shape, maybe like half a sun. This LMP2 car came past and set off these fireworks that look like flares. And then more and more and more and more fireworks. Then there was a 24-hour Le Mans symbol and this cool little spiral. I think these ones had to be my favourite, but these ones are also really cool. And this firework display went on for literally maybe 10 or 15 minutes. But then it ended with a mercy or thank you.
I don't know why, but that never gets old.
Like an hour later, it's now getting cold and I just want to do what these people are doing right now. But still, we kept looking around and started taking in the atmosphere. Even at 2 AM, it's still so alive and the people just seem to stay here and take it all in. And it made me realise how much of a community of people there are here, all sharing the same passions. And it seems as if the racing won't die, then the people won't either. If anyone wondered what it's like to go to the toilet here, in the campsite, this is what it's like. The bins literally have a sofa. What the hell? A sofa. Here's some toilets. So here's the indoor mirror and sinks, and here's the outdoor ones next to the bins. I also found the Alpine car in its natural habitat over there. What in the duo trio is this? That's so cool. Safety car. And then we found a screen that gave us a bit of an update on the race. Ferrari first, second and third. Let's go.
La double drapeau jaune. Une voiture dans le bac. Oh là là. En catégorie.
So what happened was that the Edict Sport car in third place lost the right rear wheel. And I was told that the mechanic that made the mistake also did the same mistake on the other car. Going on with Ferris wheel part 2. Over there, that's the first place Porsche. All of those people. So for the final hours of the Le Mans race, we watched it next to the BMW hypercar on the big screens. We then made our way down to the start and finish straight, and for the last half an hour we waited in this queue behind this fence so we could be the first onto the track for the podium celebrations. And we've got 15 more minutes left and then we can go on the track. A long queue of people, but so hot as well and there's no shade at all. And the cars are right behind this wall. But luckily, as the laps left got fewer and fewer, we managed to watch the final bits on the phone. And in the last couple of minutes of the race, there was a second gap between the second place Porsche and the third place Ferrari. I managed to peek my phone through the wall and get a glimpse of what was the winning yellow Ferrari. And just like that, happening so quickly, the race ended. 24 hours which seemed to go in just a flash. But it's now time for the exciting part. And that is trying to get onto the track for the podium celebrations. But after over an hour of queuing, we finally got in. We're in now. This is Le Mans turf. And somehow we had made it right in front of the podium. And before we even knew it, the celebrations for the hypercars began. We then had the GT3 celebrations, and come on, it felt like I was the only person clapping. But in the LMP2 celebrations, we were given a bit more. The champagne actually tasted pretty good.
Look at my arm. Yo, it's a lead.
whoever that guy was, he was more popular than the actual drivers.
Look, people just walking over. This is actually pure gold. This is perfect gold. Yeah.
That's a full house of challenges. We've been pretty successful. But one last thing before this trip ends, we managed to see the cars. I didn't even realise they would show you these after the race. And now we have the chance to see all the cars' battle scars and little bits of damage all over it. Just look at the flies and dirt and rubber caked all over them.
Never seen a traffic jam this big. 10% of the cars are nice cars in these traffic jams. And look over here, there's 911 there.
At this point we just cycle back to our campsite to try and leave as soon as possible. It's literally a car show here, I'm not even joking, but luckily we finally got on the road.
No way. Is it this?
Small sound straight.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
That's the flying caterpillar thing.
And then we finally drove the long and painful journey home. And in what felt like no time, we made it back home. And what a journey it's been, from seeing crazy cars, being in garages, taking in all the atmosphere and watching the race unfold for the good and the bad. And then seeing it all for one last time. And honestly, if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching.